Hi, I'm going to share with you an eye exercise that can help your nervous system shift from the stress mode to the relaxation mode. It's very simple, easy to do, and only takes a couple of minutes. And it's based on the fact that the muscles around our eyes and the nerves that connect into our brain also connect in the same area as the vertebrae at the top of the spine. So the top two vertebrae are C1 and C2, also called atlas and axis. And I'm going to show you here with my little skeleton um, that as we go back down the back of the skull and you get down here to where the spine and the head meet, right at the top of that and almost nestled underneath the skull are the top two vertebrae. And they have holes in them where nerves and blood vessels flow through. When those vertebrae are out of alignment, then that can decrease the flow of blood to the brain and also pinch the nerves a little bit in that area. So it's really helpful if we can get more movement and range of motion in our neck, and especially get those vertebrae back into alignment. And this exercise with the eyes can actually help activate that alignment. So you want to have at least a few minutes of uninterrupted time. You can do this sitting, standing, or laying down. And I recommend that you do it first in the laying down position, but I'm going to show you in the standing position. So here's how you do it. You want to lace your fingers in your hands. I'm going to turn around and show you. Bring your hands up behind the back of the head and cup that protruding part of the skull with your fingers holding it, and put your thumbs just resting them right underneath that nook where the skull and the neck meet. And you don't really need to do any kind of movement with your hands. You just want to let them rest there. And now we do the eye exercise. So you want to move your eyes first to the right. Keep your head facing forward. Move your eyes to the right and hold them there. Move them as far as you can without straining, and just keep them in that position for about a half a minute to a minute. It's okay if you blink. I find it easier to leave my eyes open. When my eyes close, sometimes it's harder to feel if I'm keeping the eyes to the right. Then after about a half a minute to a minute, bring the eyes front to center. You can bring your arms down and let them rest for a moment. You can close your eyes and just let them rest for a moment. And then there's the second half, which is the same thing but to the left. Clasp the hands or lace the fingers, place them behind the head, get in position. Now moving the eyes to the left this time. Same thing, holding them to the left. Head stays facing forward. Keeping in this position for about 30 to 60 seconds. If you notice an urge to swallow or yawn or sigh, just allow that. And then after about 30 seconds to a minute, release the hands and the arms. Bring the eyes to center. Close them, let them rest for a moment. I'll say a little bit more about the yawning, sighing, and swallowing. And that may or may not come up for you, but if you notice an urge to do that, or you just automatically are doing it, go ahead and allow that. It's actually a signal that the nervous system has shifted. So we usually only do those things, especially the sighing and the yawning, when our nervous system is shifting into the calm mode also called parasympathetic mode. So it's just kind of a sign that your body is shifting. Okay, that's it. If you're interested in this topic, I got this exercise out of a book by Stanley Rosenberg, and he's got this great book called Accessing the Healing Power of the Vagus Nerve. I highly recommend it. It's just full of information about how the vagus nerve works and how different conditions, different health issues are impacted by the vagus nerve, and ways that you can access the vagus nerve. Okay, take care, and I'll see you another time.